a.m. until 10:30 a.m. Yeah. So that's number one. Number two, the total marks for the test is 40, and 6 mark theory. Yeah? 6 out of 40 marks is theory. So meaning that there's marks for theory. Yeah? 6 out of 40. Yeah? And number three, the coverage. I said that goes up to increase, isn't it? Yeah? But some classes haven't discussed a few topics. So the question will not cover increase, will not cover increase, and will not cover associate. So your question is parent, subsidiary, and adjustment. Yeah? Parent, subsidiary, and adjustment. But the mode of the group is mixed, mixed group structure. Okay, yeah. So that is some updates about your task. Yeah. Okay, now I want to discuss Eficaz. Yeah. Okay, just want to discuss Eficaz, which I has uploaded the question few years ago. Sorry, few days ago. But I think now I want to update. There's a few mistakes in the question. I just want to update first on the mistakes on the question. Yeah, as I go along. As I go along. You will see that one. Yeah? Can you see the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can hear the question. Thank you. Okay, so I will go very quickly. I think class has gone slow. Class has pagi tadi tak sempat habis, so I just want to go a bit more quickly. Okay, so this one is the statement of P&L for these few companies. For the year ended 31 December 18. What happened? Okay, 2018. Yeah. So revenue and so on. Yeah. So those colored one, I think that one is just I put it just now lah. You don't see that one in your original question. You don't see biru ke, hijau ke, kuning ke. That one I just put into the question just now to facilitate the discussion. Yeah. Okay, now SOPL, what is the most important here? I have highlighted this one. The most important thing here is the date. So when you read the question, the P&L, you go and look at the P&L, you are aware, okay, we have 4 companies here, okay, and then this is the item. I think this one, the item is quite normal, normal item that you see. So the important thing here is this one, the date of the acquisition. This is 31st December 18. 31st December 18. The date. So you know that the console date is 31st December 2018. And the console date. And and you know that 2018 is the current year. For P&L and some of change equity, the date is very, very sensitive, very, very important. So you know that in this case, your current year is 2018, and the date of console is 31st December 2018. So the most important thing here in this paragraph is the date, 31st December 18. Okay, 31st December 18. Okay. Statement of change equity for the year ended 31st December 18 for the 4 company. Okay, 2 important thing here. Okay, before I do that, please change this one. The amount of dividend paid. I make a mistake. This should be original one 10. This one is 12 actually. 12 million. This one is originally 5. Now become 9 here. And this one original is 6. But the correct one should be 5. So you should read ordinary dividend paid by Eficaz is 12 million, Eficiente 9, and Agudo 5 million. Pico did not pay any dividend. So 12, 9, and 5. So please amend accordingly lah. You punya kat bawah ni pun kat bawah ni. Anyhow, saya akan post balik nanti. Saya akan post balik
Okay, sir.
dekat dalam WhatsApp. Saya akan buat letak balik dia punya figure yang betul. Okay, what two things important here in your statement of change equity? Give me one at least. What is two things important here in this statement of change equity?
The retained profit.
The retained profit, okay? The retained profit brought forward, I mean. The retained profit for the year, okay? We have two things in it, retained profit brought forward, retained profit for the year, or retained profit carried forward. So I think the most important thing is retained profit brought forward. Okay, this information you will use in your statement of changes in equity. When you prepare your statement of changes in equity, you will use this 120, 65, and 59. You will use that one. But this one is what? Written profit at the beginning of the year. Brought forward means 1st January 2018. So that's your profit. Okay, so that is important. And the important thing here is this one. What color I have? Green color lah. Now, important thing is this one. The amount of the retained profit brought forward. And the number two is this one, the dividend paid. Dividend paid by company. You know that Eficaz Efficiente Alagudo declare dividend, even though the question did not mention. If the question did not mention also, you know that they paid dividend, because this one they put it during the dividend paid. 12, 9, and 5. So even the question did not mention it, you know that they have paid dividend. Sometimes the question mention about the company paying dividend, but they don't tell you the amount. So you know that the amount is here. Okay. So these are two things here important. Okay, your P&L important date is the date for statement of change equity brought forward and dividend paid. Additional information. Okay. On January 15, Eficaz acquired 60% of the issued share on Eficiente for 140 million. The retained profit of Eficiente 8 million. No other reserve. The fair value of NCI 6 million. Why red color was important? Why this one important? January 15. Anybody?
To know that the position of Eficaz is prior year.
Yes. So that is the correct answer. You know that Eficiente is a subsidiary that you acquire in prior year, 15. So that's why you need to know what is your current year. Your current year is 18, 2018. And you acquire the subsidiary in 2015, prior year. And prior year, not only prior year, but 3 prior years. 15, 16, 17. 3 years. Okay. But at least you understand that this is prior year subsidiary. What is important here? The fair value of the NCI.
To be used in the calculation of changes in equity.
Statement of changes in equity. No.
No.
Fair value. Okay. The important thing is, okay, I think somebody else maybe want to answer that one. Why this one is fair value is important? Anybody else? Okay, your friend says that statement of change in equity, not that, not the answer. What is it? Okay, you don't get it. The fair value of NCI. Okay, you know that NCI is valued using two methods: fair value and proportionate. So this question tell you that the NCI is valued using fair value.
Fair value.
They are using fair value. Okay, so if you don't see in the question the words, normally you will see the NCI is valued using, you don't see that, you know that the NCI is using fair value. Kalau you tak nampak ayat tu pun, by reading this one, you should understand that the NCI is valued using fair value. Okay, so number one. So what is important of this valuation? Fair value or partial, fair value or proportionate. Why they are so important?
Indirect consideration transferred.
Indirect consideration transfer, no, that one is vertical. The one is vertical that you don't have. You have that one. Fair value in nothing have to do with your indirect consideration transfer. What is associated with fair value?
Goodwill, is it, sir?
Yeah, goodwill. The answer is goodwill impairment. 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 Understand? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
NCI valuation and impairment. There is a note on that. I just put the title is NCI valuation and impairment of goodwill. So that is the important thing of NCI is using fair value or proportionate. Okay, because if they are using fair value, the goodwill impairment is shared between NCI and parent. Parent ambil setengah, NCI ambil setengah impairment tu. But if you are using proportionate, NCI did not charge for the impairment. Only parent will take the full amount of the impairment. Understand? You understand? Okay. So that's the important thing. You know that NCI now is valued using fair value. Number two, you know that if there is an impairment, the NCI will take part of that impairment because they are using fair value. Okay, so that is the importance of these two red colored words. Don't worry to know that this is prior year and fair value. This one is that NCI is using fair value, and if there's impairment, then the NCI will take part of that impairment. Okay, all right. Okay, on that day, the fair value of Eficiente was 12 million. And it was carrying amount of 10 million. The remaining economic life of the plant was 8 years. Eficiente did not incorporate the fair value in the account. Depreciation is charged as operating expenses. Okay, I want to discuss this a bit thorough. Okay, you know that when on the valuation, on the acquisition date, the plan of Eficiente was 12 million and the carrying value 10 million. So you know that there is a surplus. There is a surplus in the revaluation. The surplus is 2 million. The carrying value is 10 million. So the revalue is 12 million. So you know that the surplus is 2 million. Okay. And when you have surplus or losses, or deficit, you need to adjust the depreciation in it. You need to do adjustment for the depreciation. The depreciation now will be adjusted starting from 2015, not only current year. You normally do depreciation adjustment for 1 year, current year, 2018. That is correct, no problem. But what happened in 2015, 16, 17, 15, 16, 17? You need to do the depreciation adjustment or not? Yes, you need to do. Why? Because you revalue on 2015. You need to do the adjustment. 15, 16, 17, 18. So now this plan, you need to do adjustment for 4 years. 4 years, including current year. 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, that is one fact that you need to know. Some students are not aware of this. They just do adjustment for 1 year, 2018. Nothing wrong with that one. But what happened to this one? These 3 years? You lose mark for this one. Okay, so that some students are not aware of that one. Okay, some students are aware that is 4 years adjustment for depreciation. And this 4 years adjustment, they put it in the P&L. Put it in the P&L. Wrong. Why they are wrong? Because only current year 18 will goes into your P&L. The prior year will goes to your statement of changes in equity. Statement of changes in equity. remember this one. Only current year affair goes to your P&L. Prior year affairs will go to your statement of changes in equity. So for our case, depreciation for 2015, 16, 17, statement of change equity. Current year, P&L. Okay, you get it? Huh? You got it.
Okay, sir.
Good. Okay. So you know that. I think from reading the P&L, from reading the statement of change equity, additional information number 1, paragraph 1, additional information number 2, additional information 1, now paragraph 2. There's so many things already that you need to be aware of. So you need to be, as I said, you need to be part of the question. You need to aware. Oh, I'm aware. This one. You just cannot read and then okay, this is the question. You need to pick up. Kalau yang ada, that's why I highlight. This one. Kalau setengah tu yang ada highlighter kan, selalu dia highlight. Okay, this one. And then ditulis. At least ditulis tepi tu. This one is prior year. This one is 3 years. EPS statement change equity current year. So that's how you analyze the question. Then only you boleh dapat markah penuh. Kalau you tak buat macam tu, you just baca dan you rasa macam I see figures there. Dia kata kan, for example, dia kata okay, ada surplus 2 juta. Remaining useful life 8 tahun. Okay, depreciation dia adalah 2 bahagi 8, 0.25. And then you do that only. But you miss. Kita kata on that date, on 2015, kita revalue. Jadi you tak aware. Kalau you tak mendalami soalan tu, you tak get involved with the question, then you lose mark here and there, Okay, January 16, Eficaz acquired 2.4 million out of 8 million ordinary share of 1 each in Pico. On that date, the retained profit of Pico was 2.1 million. Kat bawah ni. And the fair value of the plant of Pico was 6 million more than the carrying value. The remaining useful life 10 years. Okay. Two important of the word in red. Apa important ni? $2.4 million or 8 million. Can you give one?
Dia bukan subsidiary.
Yes, dia bukan subsidiary. Why?
Not more than 50.
Yes, not more than 50. So you know 2.4 out of 8 is 30% kan? 30%. So you know when 30% dia bukan subsidiary. Bila dia tak subsidiary, kita tak console. Kita akan gunakan equity accounting. So even though in the question tadi ada 4 company, parent, 2 subsidiary, 1 associate, kita hanya akan console parent and subsidiary. Associate company we don't console. Okay, so that is number 1. Okay, number 2, if you are given something like this, 2.4 out of 8 million, and you try to compare this dengan yang atas ni, yang Eficaz acquired 60% of the issued ordinary share in efficient day. Okay. So, apa yang you boleh nampak beza dia antara ini dengan ini? Dekat sini dia bagi percentage 60%. Tetapi dia tak bagi number of share. Dia tak bagi number of share. Dekat sini dia bagi amount, dia tak bagi percentage 2.4 out of 8 million. So you boleh kira sini dapat 30%. Okay. Kalau ayat yang macam ini, you ada opportunity untuk kira goodwill or bargain purchase. Kalau dia bagi macam ni, you ada opportunity untuk kira goodwill or bargain purchase. Kalau dia bagi consideration transfer. Sebab untuk kira goodwill or bargain purchase, kita need consideration transfer, kita need number of share, kita need retain earning. 3 ni. Ini 3 asas yang kena ada untuk kira goodwill or bargain purchase. You punya consideration transfer, you punya ordinary share of the subsidiary or associate company, dan juga dia punya retain earning. 3. Okay. So if you look at this, balik ke atas ni, acquired 60% of the issued ordinary share. Bila ayat macam ni, you have no chance. You have no chance at all untuk calculate goodwill or bargain purchase. Kerana kita tak tahu berapa ordinary share efficiency itu. Kita hanya kata you acquire 60%. 60% tu could be 60 million out of 100 million kan? Or it can be just 6 million out of 10 million. Or it can be under figure, isn't it? So that's why number of ordinary share tu bila tak diberi, you tak boleh calculate goodwill or bargain purchase. Sebab untuk subsidiary, untuk associate company, you need to calculate goodwill or bargain purchase on acquisition if the information is given. Bila information given, you kena calculate. Sebab apa? Sebab you nak tahu ada goodwill ke, ada bargain purchase. Kenapa nak tahu ada goodwill or bargain purchase? Number one, kalau ada goodwill, kalau dia kata goodwill impairment 10%, then you know ada goodwill tadi, saya dah kira. Goodwill katakanlah 5 million. So, kalau 10%, 0.5, 1 year. So that's important of calculate goodwill or bargain purchase. Kalau tak ada goodwill, ada bargain purchase. Kalau ada bargain purchase, kenapa penting? Masuk dalam P&L. Sebab bargain purchase is a gain. Masuk dalam P&L. So that's why kalau dia bagi information yang cukup, you boleh kira goodwill or bargain purchase. Tapi setengah student, dia tak boleh nak differentiate. Yang mana yang keadaan yang kita boleh kira, yang mana boleh kira goodwill or bargain purchase. Contoh soalan yang ni, 60% daripada issued ordinary share, definitely cannot calculate goodwill or bargain purchase. Why? Sebab kita tak tahu berapa ordinary share efficiency. Tak ada. Dalam soalan ni tak ada information tu. Okay, kalau dia bagi, yes, dia boleh kira. Sebab dah ada consideration transfer 140. Dia punya ordinary share, katakanlah dia bagi. Okay, retain profit, dia bagi. Then dia boleh calculate goodwill or bargain purchase on the acquisition date. Okay, kalau dia bagi yang macam ini, 2.4 out of 8, dia dah bagi tahu. Dia punya acquisition 2.4 million. Ordinary share of Pico apa? 8 juta. Cuma dalam soalan ini dia tak bagi consideration transfer pula. Jadi bila macam tu, again, you cannot calculate goodwill or bargain purchase untuk Pico. Untuk Pico pun you tak boleh calculate goodwill or bargain purchase kerana tak ada consideration transfer. Kalau dia bagi, then you need to calculate. Sama juga untuk Pico associate company. Kenapa goodwill or bargain purchase important? Kelas. Why goodwill or bargain purchase untuk Pico ni penting kalau kita boleh cari? Associate company. Kenapa penting nak cari goodwill or bargain purchase on acquisition? Ada jawapan? Can't see the class. Are you there already? Ada lagi? Yes, why? Associate company, kenapa penting untuk kita cari goodwill or bargain purchase on acquisition date? Okay, ada saudara nak tulis ke? Okay, tengah tu mungkin mikrofon rosak. Okay, nanti aku tengok. Oh, ini bukan. Yes sir saja. Alright, yes sir. Okay. Memang penting. Okay. Kenapa? Anybody? Ni nak test hari Sabtu ni. Hari Sabtu ni nak test. Kenapa penting? Associate company.
Dalam SOPI atau dalam SOPL?
Tak kisahlah dua-dua. SOPI dengan SOPL.
Sebab kalau dalam SOPI, bargain purchase kita guna untuk add kat dalam investment in associates kan?
Yes. Okay, that's the answer. Kalau you ada bargain purchase dalam associate, kita akan add masa nak kira investment carrying value tu. Dan serupa juga, bila ada bargain purchase associate company, dalam P&L kita akan masukkan dia dalam P&L sebab dia bargain purchase. Bargain purchase ni kita masuk dalam P&L sebab dia adalah gain. Okay, so that's the important of calculating. Maknanya yang penting situ adalah kita nak pastikan ada bargain purchase tak. Clear? Kalau ada goodwill, kita tak buat apa-apa. Kalau ada bagian purchase, you kena masukkan dia dalam pengiraan carrying value of your investment in associate company. Ya. Kalau dalam P&L pula, kita akan masukkan benda tu sebagai salah satu daripada you punya revenue lah. You punya income. Gain, sebab dia gain. Gain. Okay, understand? Right. So, dalam case yang macam ni, tapi dekat sini, I said just now, dekat sini you tak boleh calculate sebab tak ada consideration transfer. Dekat sini you tak boleh kira sebab tak ada number of share. Okay. Jadi kalau macam dia bagi number of share dekat sini, kalau dekat sini dia bagi number of share, boleh kira goodwill of bagian purchase. Kalau dekat sini dia bagi dia punya consideration transfer, boleh kira goodwill of bagian purchase. So I hope that you boleh differentiate. Oh, yang ni I boleh kira goodwill of bagian purchase. Yang macam ni, ini tak boleh kira sebab tak cukup maklumat. Apa diperlukan tadi? Consideration transfer, OSC berapa? Return earning berapa? 3. Kalau ada 3 ni, boleh kira goodwill of bagian purchase. Tak ada salah satu daripada 3 ni, susah, tak boleh kira lah dia punya goodwill of bagian purchase tu. Okay. So itu tadi saya jelaskan the importance of that word in red. Okay, now what is the importance of this? 1 July 18, Efficiency acquired 75% shares of Agudo for cash consideration of 5 million. The bargain purchase arising was 2.5 million. The NCI 8.5 million. So what is the importance of this date? July 18.
This year.
Yeah, current year. Not only current year, half year. July 18. Not only this current year, not only this subsidiary Agudo is acquired current year, and it is half year only, July until December. So what is important yang half year tu? Kenapa important half year?
Return profit.
Yes, bila return profit kita kira kita kena ambil setengah tahun. Revenue setengah tahun, expenses setengah tahun, income setengah tahun, taxation setengah tahun. Kalau you tengok jawapan nanti, ada 5 tempat. Ada 5 tempat yang you kena darab 6/12 ataupun darab 1/2 ataupun bagi 2, iaitu revenue, cost of sale, expenses, your income and your tax. Okay, kelas. Untuk P&L ni tarikh sangat-sangatlah penting. Prior year ke, current year ke, beginning of the year ke, half year ke, 3 bulan ke, 9 bulan, very important. You miss and you miss 2.5 mark. Okay, so that is, I hope that I have much time untuk discuss lagi because there are so many things yang important kat sini. Efficiency, kenapa efficiency acquired ni penting?
Subsidiary.
Yeah, because dia jadi vertical. Dia jadi vertical. Because your parent is Eficaz. Eficaz acquire Efficiente, now Efficiente acquire Agudo. So you know that is a vertical group structure. Sebab subsidiary acquired subsidiary. Subsidiary 1 acquire subsidiary 2, not parent acquire subsidiary 2. Okay, so your answer will be different. Kalau you punya yang acquire Agudo ni adalah Eficaz. Maknanya Eficaz acquire Efficiente, Eficaz acquire Agudo. Dia jadi fellow subsidiary. Tapi dalam case ini adalah vertical. Okay, vertical dengan fellow subsidiary. Dekat mana differentnya? Dekat mana differentnya? Satu je differentnya. Dekat mana? I repeat my question. Kalau fellow subsidiary dengan vertical, dekat mana difference dia? I mean, apa yang dia punya effect tu? Apa pentingnya?
Dekat consideration transfer dengan NCI ke sir?
Ya, consideration transfer tu jadi ICT. Kalau case macam ni, kalau vertical, consideration transfer tu jadi indirect consideration transfer. Nombor 2, NCIU, NCI percentage you. Kalau macam ni, efficiency acquire 75% share of Agudo. You tak boleh kata NCI dia 25%. Tak boleh. Sebab ini vertical. Bila vertical, dia punya cara kira NCI dia lain daripada fellow subsidiary. Kalau lah kata sini Eficaz, Eficaz acquire 75 share of Agudo. Dia jadi fellow subsidiary. And NCIU terus jadi 25%. Dan dia punya consideration transfer ni, 5 juta ni jadi direct consideration transfer. Okay. So maknanya macam, banyaknya benda. Yes, banyak benda. You need to macam, that's why macam P&L ni macam, if you compare dengan balance sheet, dalam balance sheet tu macam lebih, benda-benda macam ni is not that, you tak perlu stress sikit ni. Tapi dalam P&L, you need to, maknanya you aware lah, that's why I said you need to be part of the question. You need to mendalami soalan tu. You tak boleh je baca. Okay. What is important bagian purchase? Saya bagi jawapan. Maknanya ada bagian purchase, number one. Ada bagian purchase. Bila ada bagian purchase, benda ni akan masuk dalam you punya P&L. Kenapa masuk dalam P&L? Sebab current year. Bagian purchase ni is a gain. Dan dia adalah gain pada current year. Jadi masuk P&L. And number two, you tak payahlah calculate goodwill dalam bagian purchase lagi. Sebab saya kata tadi, bila dah acquire subsidiary, calculate goodwill dalam bagian purchase. Ni dia dah bagian purchase, tak payahlah kira. Tak payahlah cari bagi consideration transfer 5 million. Lepas tu dia punya profit berapa-apa semua, tak payah cari. Sebab dia dah bagi bagian purchase. Dia dah bagi bagian purchase 2.5. Jadi don't waste your time untuk calculate lagi. The question given you already, bagian purchase, then you ambil dia. So that's why important bagian purchase ni. Sebab dia dah bagi satu. Nombor dua, you kata bagian purchase ni akan masuk dalam P&L. Kenapa dalam P&L? Kenapa tak masuk dalam time of change equity? Dia tak masuk dalam time of change equity sebab dia prior year. Bila prior year masuk P&L, katakanlah ini 17. Kalau saya tukar ni 17. Apa ikat dia?
Masuk dekat changes in equity.
Yes, masuk dalam statement of change equity. Bagian purchase ni kita akan adjust dekat statement of changes in equity. Statement of changes in equity tu dekat mana? Dekat parent. Dekat parent punya profit brought forward. Parent punya profit brought forward dalam soalan ni 120. 120 tambah bagian purchase 2.5. Jadi 122.5. Understand? Ya? Oh, pening aku. Menyesal aku datang kelas pagi ni. Nanti balik tengok balik video ni. It's very important. Very important. Bila ada prior year, half year kan, saya rasa susah hati. Tapi sebab tu saya discuss soalan ni. Sebab ada soalan ni bagus, sebab dia susah. Ada susah tu kan susah. Dia macam banyak benda. You kena kait sini, kait sini. You kena tahu 18, apa beza 18 dengan 17. Kan? Apa beza 1 Julai 18 dengan 1 Januari 18. Kan? So, this very, bendanya sangat dynamic. I would say. Okey. Yang bawah-bawah ni dah tak ada, saya nak tanya dah apa-apa. Sebab yang nombor 4 sampai bawah ni semua okey je. Ini adalah sold good 10 million. Ini intercompany sales. Ini juga intercompany purchase. Kemudian dia punya URP ni. Dia ada 2 million remaining inventory. Profit 3 million. Jadi URP tu saya tunjuklah sini. URP you, asalnya you punya URP tu adalah 3 juta. Kan? Tapi yang remaining tu 2 juta saja. Jadi 3 juta darab 2 bagi 10. Yang tak terjual. So ini jadi apa? URP. Efficiently sold equipment to Eficaz at 1 million profit. Ini jadi gain. Gain on disposal. Gain on disposal ni kena tolak lah daripada you punya gain on disposal nanti. And remaining useful life 4 tahun. Jadi 1 juta bagi 4 tahun, 0.25 juta. Depreciation adjustment. Setahun aja lah, 2018 kan. Jadi setahun je dalam P&L. Management and consultancy fee received by derived by Eficaz were from Efficiente. Kalau tengok dalam soalan tu, management and consultancy fee tu 15 juta. Dan ini dapat daripada subsidiary. Jadi mana subsidiary dengan parent punya transaksi. So kena tolak. Tolak daripada expenses, tolak daripada income. Investment in Efficiente and Pico were tested for impairment on 31 December 18 and was to be impaired. Dalam soalan tu entah apa benda aku tulis dulu. Sebab dah main calculate, main cursor tentang mana saya tak perasan dah. Ada ini impaired. Impaired by 200,000 and 100,000 respectively. 200,000 for Efficiente, 100,000 for Pico. And this one is what? Current year. All entities have paid their dividend in December 18. Full stop. Berapa jumlah dia? Tengok dalam statement of change equity tadi. Itu sebab dia kata dalam statement of change equity tu yang penting tu adalah brought forward dengan dividen baru boleh bayar. Saya dah tukar tadi kat atas tu ya. Dividen dia adalah 12, 9 dengan berapa? 5. Tak salah saya. Ya? Okay. All profit and loss are deemed to accrue evenly throughout the year and the group policy is to value NCI. Dia ni dibagi pun lagi fair value. Kalau nombor 10 ni tak bagi pun you should be at, mana soalan tu tak salah. Jangan angkat tangan kalau ada exam ke kalau face to face kan exam angkat tangan. Encik soalan ni saya rasa macam dia tak beritahu NCI ni apa ni. Invigilator tu kata tak, soalan tu tak salah, engkau yang salah. Apa saya salah encik? Kau tak habis belajar ni. Kan masa kelas kau tak pergi ke macam mana kita kan. Okey. Tapi kamu semua datangkan kelas kan. Okey. Now, example 1 or example 2 sama change equity ke nanti. Yes ni. Example 1 or example 2. Saya dah discuss hari Senin. Ada 2 example kata. Example 1, example 2. Sama change equity tu. Yang ni
1.
1, yes, correct. Kenapa?
Prior year and this year.
Yes. Prior year dan this year. Bila ada prior year dan this year, banyak sikit kerja lah. Banyak kerja sikit. Sebab yang brought forward tu tambah pula yang ni lah. Prior year tu bukan prior year tahun lepas dah. 3 tahun lepas. 15, 16, 17 dah. Semua tu. Anytime dalam 3 tahun ni, kalau ada adjustment, kena buat adjustment. Dekat dia punya brought forward. Okey. So, sekarang ni, masa kita tinggal 10 minit je lagi. Okey, dalam soalan ni ada A, B dengan C. So, yang C ni kita tak boleh buat lagi ya. Yang C ni yang paling pula. Yang C ni decrease. InsyaAllah decrease minggu depan. Panjang umur minggu depan, decrease. Okey. So, kita hanya buat A dengan B. So, ini jawapan dia. Okey. Title tu tulis betul-betul. Akan dapat 1 tick. Selalu saya bagi 1 tick kat sini. Consider apa penting. Sebab you buat dia jawapan ni, apa bendanya jawapan ni? Ini adalah consolidated statement of profit or loss for the year ended 31 December untuk Eficaz Berat Group. Okey, dapat 1 tick. Revenue parent Eficaz 80, efisiensi yang ni Agudo. Bila Agudo tu darab 6/12. Sebab kita acquire dia 6 months saja. Okey. Apa kata kalau kita acquire 4 bulan je? 4/12. Kalau saya acquire sebulan je 1/12. Satu lagi acquire 1 Disember. Dan ini nak konsol 1 bulan. 1/12. Kalau saya acquire 1 Februari 11/12. Okey. Minus 10 from number 4. Nanti balik tengok nombor 4 ni. Yang ni yang tadi jual barang 10 juta tadi. Yang ni unrealized profit dia tadi tu. Okey. Operating expenses tolak 15. Tolak 15 ni sebab nombor 6 tadi yang management fee tadi tu. Sebab operating expenses tu /adalah subsidiary bayar pada parent. Jadi untuk parent dia akan tolak 15 dan daripada ni dia akan tolak 15. Okey. Depreciation 2/8 dari nombor 1 yang revalue tadi. Revalue. So yang revalue tu kita ambil hanya 2018 punya. Current year ni saja. Yang 15, 16, 17 tu walaupun ada depreciation adjustment tapi tak buat kat sini. Nombor 5 tadi daripada jual tadi. Jual PPE ada gain 1 juta. Remaining useful life 4 kan. Okey. Semua dekat sini ada 1 tolak, ada 1 tambah. Kenapa 1 tolak, kenapa 1 tambah? Tengok notes saya ni. Notes yang saya kata ada adjustment tu. Impairment, goodwill 0.2. Additional commission nombor 7 tadi ada kata ada 2 impairment. 1 on you punya subsidiary, 1 on you punya associate. Yang associate punya impairment tak masuk sini. Yang sini hanya masuk yang subsidiary. Yang associate company bagaimana dekat sini? Ini yang impairment sub-associate company. Yang ni impairment subsidiary. Jangan masuk dua-dua sekali kat sini. Bargain purchase. Tadi saya kata 2.5 juta. Bila ada bargain purchase, masuk dekat sini. Kenapa masuk dekat sini? Sebab dia current year. Understand? Kita faham? Share of profit 16 juta. 16 juta ni datang daripada soalan. Kita tengok balik soalan nanti. Dalam soalan tu FICO tu, bawah sekali tu retain profit 16. Ambil dari situ 16 juta. 0.6 daripada nombor 2. Tadi ada revalue. Associate company tu kita ada revalue, ada depreciation. Yang ni adalah depreciation. Ini adalah dia punya depreciation. Depreciation. Yang ini adalah you punya impairment. Darab 30% tadi. Kita punya ni. Income from the investment. Ni. Ya, soalan tadi saya dah betulkan ya, tolong betulkan ni. Jadi jawapan ni betul. Yang ni 5.4 ni dapat daripada subsidiary 1. Subsidiary 1 bayar dividen 9 juta. Parent dapat 60% daripada ni. 9 kali 6 54. Subsidiary 2 bayar dividen dan subsidiary 2 25%. So dia dapat 75% of that 5 juta 3.25. Jadi ini jadi you punya intercompany dividend tolak daripada income. Okay. Taxation tak ada. Tapi kalau kita tengok ini ada 6 per 12, ini ada 6 per 12, ini ada 6 per 12, sini ada 6 per 12, ini ada 6 per 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ya? So kalau you tersilap, you tak aware dan you akan hilang 5 tick tu. Banyak. Okay, profit attributable to the parent and NCI. Sekarang saya nak tengok working aja, NCI. Okay, dia punya working profit for the year, tolak lagi dividen tadi yang 3.75 ni. Yang ni yang subsidiary 2 bayar pada subsidiary 1. Sebab ni subsidiary 1 ya, efficiency ni. URP tadi nombor 4 tu dan under depreciation tadi ya. Atas tadi ada depreciation adjustment. So tolak semua ni dapat adjusted profit dia darab 40%. Darab 40% ni jangan 60%. Ini NCI. Kita kira ni working one ni adalah NCI. Ada student 2.60 sebab dah terpilih web. Yang ni adalah NCI. Cantik ya. Okay. Dan tadi ada impairment. Okey, impairment ni ada dekat sini kerana kita pakai fair value. Remember, bila fair value saya kata impairment tu kita share parent dengan NCI. Sebab tu dekat sini ada impairment yang sebanyak 0.2 ni, NCI ada 40% of that amount. Ya? Dalam setengah-setengah solution, ada impairment. Tapi tak ada dekat sini impairment untuk NCI. Dekat sini tak ada. Sebab dia pakai proportionate. Tengok balik soalan tu. Kalau dalam soalan P&L tu, you tengok ada impairment. Tapi dekat bila kira working one ni, tak ada nampak impairment tu. Why? Because the NCI is valued using proportionate method. Sebab dalam proportionate method hanya parent ambil. NCI tak ada share of the impairment. Ya? Agudo profit for the year darab 6 per 12. Again kalau you lupa dan you hilang sini markah. And 55%. Kenapa dapat 55%? Sebab tadi parent control subsidiary 1 0.6, subsidiary 1 control subsidiary 2 75 darab 0.75. Dia dapat 45. Parent 45, NCI 55. Okay, ini NCI. Ya? Ini NCI, ini NCI, ini NCI. Ya? Okey. Habis. Dapatlah figure ni. Akan dapat figure ni, bawa ke atas ni, letak kat sini dan dia akan dapat parent ni figure. Okey, 3 minit saja lagi. Okey, saya nak ni. Sebab ini adalah example 1. Bila example 1 dekat sini mesti ada working. Mesti ada working. Kalau example 2 tak ada working. Dia terus ambil satu figure je. Dekat sini ada satu figure. Balance brought forward untuk parent je. Satu figure je, sini tak ada figure. Tapi bila example 1, dia ada working. Okay, now what's the working? Okay. Nombor 1, untuk working 3 ni, kita ambil retain profit brought forward parent saja. 120. Ni dalam soalan nanti. Retain profit brought forward. Okay, why no impairment adjustment here? Tadi ada impairment, tapi kenapa tak ada impairment adjustment here? Kerana walaupun kita acquire subsidiary itu prior year, tapi impairmentnya start pada 2018 saja. Dia kata on 31 December 18, impairment dan impairment tu 0.2 juta. Okay. How about prior year? Dia diam, dia tak cakap apa-apa. Jadi kita anggap tak ada impairment in the goodwill untuk prior year acquisition. Okay. Ya. Dalam setengah-setengah jawapan ada impairment dekat sini. Apabila dia kata impairment tu adalah 0.2 juta per year ataupun dia kata 10% per annum, something like that. Kalau 10% per annum maknanya setiap tahun 10%, starting from 15, 16, 17. Jadi yang 3 tahun ni akan jadi adjustment kat sini. Sebab tu dalam setengah-setengah soalan yang ni you nampak kata impairment ada pula kat sini. Yang ni soalan pun ada impairment, tapi kenapa tak ada kat sini? Tengok tahun ni. Tahun bila dia impair. Kalau dia impair prior year, masuk kat sini. Kalau impair in current year, masuk P&L. Okay. And then sini, ini mana tak ada adjustment. Ambil je parentnya brought forward, tambah dengan NCI. NCI brought forward, tolak dengan NCI on acquisition. Yang brought forward NCI ni pun dalam statement of change equity dalam soalan tadi tu. On acquisition, additional commission. less under depreciation. Okay, yang ni yang tadi saya sebut depreciation in prior year. Kita masuk dalam statement change equity 0.25 setahun kali 3 tahun 0.75. Ini adalah depreciation untuk tahun 15, 16, 17. Ini saya kuningkan ni, 3 years ni. Ini adalah tahun 15, 16, 17. Yang 18-nya masuk dalam P&L. Okay. Kemudian ada satu lagi calculation untuk you punya okay, yang tu working 3. Working 4, apa dia? Working 4, balance brought forward untuk NCI. Okay, NCI kita pada acquisition date, ini saya boleh letak ni, 1/1/2015 adalah 6 juta. Ada dalam soalan tadi, dia kata NCI on the acquisition date untuk acquisition tier ni 6 juta. Okay, kita kena tambah dengan retain profit untuk 3 tahun seterusnya. Ya. So yang ini 65 tolak 8 tolak 0.75 itu benda ni sebenarnya ni 65 tolak 8 tolak 0.75. So maknanya figure ini 56.25 ni parent dekat sini dekat working 3, yang NCI punya dekat working 4 kat sini. Sama je sebenarnya. Yang ni dengan ni yang hijau ni dua-dua ni figure dia sama sebenarnya. Cuma saya nak tunjukkan dia. Ni 65 tolak 8 tolak 0.75 iaitu yang ni atas ni. So kalau ditulis terus 56.25 no problem. Kita mana kita bagi satu tick. 56.25 darab 40%. Ini NCI. Ya, yang parent pergi dekat working 3, yang NCI pergi dekat working 4. Okey, dividen tadi pun saya dah tukar sikit figure dari sini. Kalau kita tengok dekat dalam jawapan tu, yang ni lain lagi. Yang ni saya dah tukar 9. Yang 40% ni sama juga lah. Yang ni 5 darab 20. Tapi jumlah dia sama, 4.85. Dalam soalan tu yang ni lain, tapi jawapan dia 4.85 kan. Entah macam mana tak aku dapat macam tu. Mesti ada silap lah kat mana-mana tu kan. Okay, I think that's all yang saya nak discuss pada hari ni. Quite panjang, quite cepat sikit lah sebab saya dapat sangat masa kan. So that's what I want to do for today. I hope that you benefited from the discussion. Saya akan upload lagi sekali balik yang tadi tu. Soal yang tadi yang macam tu tadi tu saya akan upload lagi sekali dekat dalam kita punya WhatsApp group so that you boleh nampak apa yang saya update, apa yang saya highlight, apa yang warna biru tu changes kan. Warna biru tu maknanya dekat soalan tu ada pembetulan. Dividend amount tadi dengan tadi impairment dari tahun dia buat tu kan. Okey. Kemudian yang warna kuning tu itu semua yang penting you kena tahu. Yang warna merah apa semua tu. Okey. I see you again insyaAllah pada minggu depan. So your test don't forget hari Sabtu 9 pagi sampai 10.30. Okay, any question? Ada?
No.
No question. Good luck to your test. Okay.